All right then, I'd like to take a look at Mark Cherry's article by giving it my 2-cent reaction, and I'd like to focus on page 55 where he says, public policy that prohibits consensual organ procurement from persons who are willing to donate, provided that they receive financial payments or other valuable incentives, denies the very authority of persons over themselves that justifies organ procurement in the first place. So there's a couple issues I'd like to explore in response to Cherry's emphasis upon human autonomy in his defense of human organ sales. It comes from comparing three cases. Case 1 would be Jim donates his extra kidney to Sue for free. Case 2, Jim sells his extra kidney to Sue for $10,000. And case 3, Jim sells his extra kidney to Sue for $1. Cherry recognizes that the law currently allows case 1 and forbids case 2 and 3. Yet Cherry points out that the main reason for allowing case 1, people can make choices for themselves, thank you very much, should also allow case 2 and case 3. Some people, interestingly, seem to be fine with case 1, somewhat opposed to case 2, and then really opposed to case 3. Part of their reason for reacting this way may be that they see someone who is willing to sell their kidney for $1 as especially desperate, perhaps much more desperate than someone who is willing to sell their kidney for $10,000. But there's something a bit odd about being opposed to case 3 and yet happy with case 1. After all, case 3 is much, much closer to case 1 than case 2 is, right? Case 1 involves giving up your kidney for free. So if anything, perhaps it makes a bit more sense to be somewhat opposed to case 3, the $1 case, and then really opposed to case 2, the $10,000 case. But let's ask another question here, this time to Professor Cherry. If being able to make decisions for ourselves is really as important as he suggests it is, then what might we say about the following three cases, where things are meant to parallel case 1 and 2 and 3, except for one small word? Case 4, Jim donates his only kidney to Sue for free. Case 5, Jim sells his only kidney to Sue for $10,000. Case 6, Jim sells his only kidney to Sue for $1. Hopefully you can see the issue here. If Jim donates his only kidney to Sue for free, or even sells it, then Jim must now rely on others in the form of technology or organ donation or organ sale in order to live. Jim will die without a functioning kidney or its technological equivalent. Here's a question. Does the principle that supports case 1 or 2 or 3 support case 4 or 5 or 6? Let's make this even more dramatic. Let's consider what happens if Jim wants to give away not his last kidney, but some other vital organ that Jim knows he cannot currently replace the functions of, given the state of medical technology today. Case 7, Jim donates his only heart to Sue for free. Case 8, Jim sells his only heart to Sue for $10,000. Case 9, Jim sells his only heart to Sue for $1. My last question for this chapter is this. Even if there was no big worry about exploiting people who live in the third world, a big if, would it be morally good if United States law allowed for surgeons to remove a vital organ from a person who made a fully informed choice to give that organ away for free, as in case 7, or for a fee, in cases 8 and 9?